everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Traveler's edition of Few and Far Between.
Traveler Con, baby!
Yeah, woo! We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master and temporary Florida resident. And around the virtual table, we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill and I play Orgoth Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden. I'm playing Laphus.
Hey, this is Jaime. Could North be a Florida man? I don't know.
Hi guys, I'm Mira and I'm playing Voka.
We've got some puppet ups, but everybody's here. We're raring to go. Anything we need to talk about before we get started?
No, just you having fun. And
Let's.
thank you for actually going doing the crazy thing and setting up on the road with
Yeah,
I don't know, tin cans and wire to
that's
make
what I'm
today
hoping.
happen. So
Let actually.
we appreciate that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not dropping any frames or anything, so we're good to go. Let's do it. If everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 123, Pollux in the Pokey. So last time, as you returned to the vulnerable vagrant to drop off the sending stones and pick up the spear, is that what it was? Yes. You were waylaid by a gang of spider-tattooed ruffians who attempted to take Orgoth's armor. As you fought, Laphus heard the voice of a spellcaster on the roof, who fled as you overpowered the warriors, saying to remember the name Brizara Kolinoth, and were promising to return soon. As you returned to the Twin Maidens, you were shocked, I say, to find the Crown's Guard arresting Pollux for singing a song about Sehanine, and they about to take him to the Umber Dungeons. It's like, Pollux Stargazer, you are under arrest for representing yourself and worshiping unapproved gods. What do you have to say for yourself? And Pollux is like, I'm sorry? What do the rest of you do? They're putting him in cuffs, like
Well,
behind his back right now. So
I think did North arrive at the same time as everyone because
yes,
like they were
yes,
doing research and
yeah. I had you all because it was
yeah,
DM's caveat. You just put you all together. So what do you do?
yeah.
And you see Star over there, kind of like, he's harmless. I don't know what your problem is. He just came in. He said he was looking for some people. Oh, there they are. And he points to all of you, and all of the Crown's Guard just turn and look at you as you're in the doorway.
He
There
didn't
we are, ta-da.
he didn't
We
mean
can't
it.
do anything.
He didn't mean it.
He. Give me a second.
I don't know this man.
Yeah, I don't even think he knows who it is you're talking about either. He's pretty
He's
befuddled and confused and just a singy guy.
One
yeah, he's pretty dumb. Not gonna lie.
one of the Crown's Guard flips up a notebook, kind of turns over the page cover, and says, "quote unquote." Lots of people wish upon the stars and moon. They are beautiful when they twinkle down upon us. It's like some god weaved them into the sky. Also, if you'd like to look up, Sehanine seems pretty cool, I guess.
That
Sounds.
doesn't sound like anything even close to worshipping. Not even, not even a smidge. It's more like, hey, I heard of this person. I don't know who the fuck they are.
And then it sounds like he's telling people to make their own critical thought decision about them. Like he didn't even say which god. Like probably your god maybe did that. Who knows?
Well, I don't even know who Sehanine is. I mean, isn't she just some, like, ship's captain? No, she sails. This is Pollux. She sails on the sea with the stars beaming down upon her. I like stars. Did I tell you my name is Stargazer? Pollux Stargazer.
Well, shut up for 5 seconds. I'm trying to do you a solid, but you're making it really hard.
Um, he looks over at the because
Oh,
his
it's
hands.
solid and hard. It works.
He has his hands behind his back, and he looks over at one of the Crown's Guard, and he like just takes them out. He's holding the cuffs in his hand, hands them to the guard. He's like, "Here, here's your elven bracelets. They're not very comfortable.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, but he has stated that he looks upon Sehanine he worships Sehanine,
He
obviously.
he no, he doesn't. He literally says he just people wish upon a star.
He's he's
That's normal shit. I'm sorry, but
no.
that's such normal stuff.
He's clinically insane. Don't listen to him.
Pollux kind of raises an eyebrow at that. The guards, and you see a service assembly mage looking over, like kind of like very silent. The Crown's guard is talking to you as a dwarf captain with pockmarked skin, long blonde hair, blue eyes, a chin-strap beard that comes to a single braid on the chin, and then just goes down to his waist. The mage is a short human, round face, dyed red hair, brown eyes, very quiet, but watching the whole thing go down. She doesn't seem to be looking at the rest of you other than just like when you're talking, but she's watching Pollux.
Oh, she's fucking monochromatic. That's cool.
And the dwarf says, "Listen, he has his day in court. We definitely do due process around here. We can make sure that
He said doo-doo.
insulting the Crown's Guard is a crime of itself. You might watch your tongue."
Oh. Fine, it's fine.
I'm like, wait, is it? And I get the book out. Is it in the,
Voka's also
is it
looking
in the
into
list
it.
of
It's probably
offenses?
it's not in the book at all. He's just making that part up.
He's totally making that part up. He says,
Oh, well, it's not in the book here anywhere. Like, we've been really concerned about following the rules and like the book, the printed in the book, and it doesn't
where
say
did you get
anything
that?
about that.
Where did you get that?
They
We were
give them
given
at
that-
the gate.
Yeah, when you come in to make sure
Are
that
you
you don't
new?
break any rules.
Yeah, are you new? How do you not know this?
I've been working for the Crown's Guard for 10 years. I'm
Obviously
a proud,
not.
decorated veteran of the Force.
Yeah, you're decorated, alright.
Do you here? And Orgoth's gonna walk up and like very respectfully say, "Well, maybe you should have one of these so you know what we're being told, because I'm sure like you know the stuff. Like I don't doubt that, but it would be probably good for you to know what the other guards are."
I would,
Also,
I would like one of you to make a persuasion roll at advantage because you're all helping one another. And Pollux just seems to be quiet and kind of like looking around. And you see him kind of looking over at Laphus and all of you and just like shrugging his shoulders. And he's trying to look at you. He looks up and he looks out the window. It's dark outside. And he's like, "You can't see the stars from here anyway." Who's making that persuasion roll?
I can do it.
go for it.
At advantage.
Well, they were both 18.
Okay, nice.
Hold on. Persuasion. That was like the dice roll.
Okay, nice.
18. That's a 26.
Okay.
So she's just gonna be she's gonna look over at Pollux and then look over at the guard, the little dwarf man, and just goes like, "Look, he's not worshiping anybody. He probably doesn't even know who the fuck Sehanine is. He probably doesn't even know who any of the gods that you guys accept and worship are, let alone anybody else. If you could just let him off the hook, I'll keep watch of him so he doesn't do anything stupid."
The dwarf raises an eyebrow. He's like, "That's going to be quite. If he's as dumb as you say he is, that's going to be quite the task."
I know, believe me, I
Look
know.
at him and tell me he doesn't look like a fucking idiot.
He literally called your cups elven bracelets. Like,
Exactly.
Well, they are. They're elven make. I see the runes on it. It says "push to open" right here, just right here. And the guards just like this, and they shake their heads and they say, "Very well. Make sure none of you break any of our laws while you're in obviously strangers to the Empire.
Don't worry, we got the pamphlet.
And they slowly leave. And
The pamphlet opens up, and the very bold header that says "Breaking the law is illegal."
well, so a star comes over and says, "Phew, I can't believe that just barging in here while somebody's singing a song. That's terrible. Um,
Okay.
are you all going to perform tonight? I know that you were talking about your
No.
squeezopus.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Voka and I have put together an act and everything.
Yeah, no, we have. I mean, and, he turns to Pollux and he says, "I'm sorry. I was just saying things to get you out of trouble."
You don't have to apologize. I can take care of myself. I
No,
think.
you can't. You really can't.
You don't have to apologize. I actually am an idiot.
I am not an idiot. I just like looking at the stars
You are
and talking
my
to people and
you are
writing
my
songs.
you're my emotional support bard. Please stop talking.
Oh, yeah. It took a long time to get here. Um, I woke up in the Maiden's Tower on top of that ship, on top of the pole, like where the maiden sleeps, and everyone was gone. So I started looking for someone, then I saw fireworks, and then I saw a big wall, and I saw big walking smelly frogs who ran away from me. They didn't seem to want to be friends or anything like that. I got lost several times, but then I found all these sad people outside of another wall, and I invited them all inside, but the guards outside didn't really want too happy with me bringing them all inside, so I snuck them inside, and I think I invited them here tonight. I wanted to meet with them. I wanted to find somewhere where we can all see the stars together, but that didn't work as planned because I'm here right now. I'm inside and not outside, and where the stars are. So,
Maybe just go outside.
I'm gonna walk out.
well, I sang a stars about the stars and moon. I hopefully they would hear my song and come visit me.
No.
Um, are these people you met along the way?
Yeah, they kept asking for money, and I said I didn't have any, but I knew people with money, so I told them to come along.
What were you
Oh,
gonna do with the people with money? Were you just gonna
Well,
ask them to give it up?
I figured that they could work jobs and stuff, and people will give them money. That's what works, right?
did that work for you?
Um, no, it did not.
Oh,
I've
okay.
messed up. I've completely messed up. I don't know what I've done wrong.
We're trying to tell you what you've done wrong.
Pollux kind of smiles and says, um, "Does this mean I can't sing any more songs?"
I
I
would not sing songs about the moons and the stars and anything that they could try to throw you in jail for. So maybe instrumentals would be nice.
Do you do you have any
you-
secular tunes?
I think I
Do
do.
you know how to
Yes,
scat?
I do have a song about somebody I just can't get out of my mind, but I'm going to perform it later. I'm going to go practice it and come back. And I've signed up on the list. I signed up 4 times, but Star took my name off several times. But she's letting me have a do. I think she's going to let me have a do-over for this one.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if you performed that many times, Pollux, it would not be fair because obviously, right? I mean, you're so good. You one time I think is like you're like that candy that like every year when we do like the haunting night that looks like corn but it's candy, and when you don't have it you're like, man, I really miss that stuff, and then you eat some and you're like, oh yeah, I can't have too much of that. You're like that, like
Oh,
you're good in like you really like refined, contained, like just a little bit,
a
and
little
then
goes a
and
long
boom.
way. I see it. I see it
That
now.
yes, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, I thought you were talking about now and laters.
You have one now, you have one later. That's what I'm gonna do. I sang one now, or a second ago. That's then, I guess. And now I'm gonna sing later.
Yes.
I'm gonna go practice, and he goes upstairs. Despite you hear him practicing in the hallway because he obviously doesn't have a room here, so you just hear him practicing in the hallway. So, what do the rest of you do?
Thank
outside
the
of
gods I'm
someone's
not sleeping
room.
here tonight.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Voka?
Oh no, I was joking. I was saying he just like right outside someone's room.
Thank the
Um,
gods I'm not sleeping here tonight. That's amazing.
Star says, "Oh, here's the sign-up sheet," and he hands it to you, Orgoth. Just and you see like several names signed up, and also, but on the other
Okay.
side, you see like there's this big group of it's like people. It's a quintet with people with 5 lutes, and they're all like, they're like, and one's like a mandolin, and they're like, and they're all like jamming out over there, and the crowd's getting loud, and it's like, we've got to get somebody up on the stage. I'm going to lose this bet.
Well, when does your open stage night start?
It happens. It happens now. Was it next week? So,
Okay.
sorry, it was because it's the next
Well,
day.
I mean,
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. This is right.
Right.
Okay.
I thought it was at night though.
Thought it was at night too.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, they're just warming
Are
up.
you worried that like you're gonna lose the bet, so you want to try to just get someone on the stage now?
I
Is
mean,
that
I'm
what's
just trying to
happening?
get people excited, like, because they've already got a crowd over there. They're just doing a warm up. So this is Ron fucking up. So sorry. I didn't know what time of day it
Good.
was. So this is just they're doing a warm up, and they've already got a crowd there. So we just need to get word out, something to get people in here. Do you think you could help me?
Um. Sure. I guess. I mean, we have to get ready too. But here. And Orgoth will like put. What are we gonna call ourselves, Voka? Is there a name for the act?
I mean, we're just juggling, and there's singing, kind of, and like instrumental, and
That's a lot. That seems like a lot. Star kind of like, I'll see if I can come up with a name too. I'll think about it. And she walks off to help some other people.
The
I mean,
juggling puss
we can't.
losers.
We
Ron
give me,
just can't.
give me a second.
Oh my god. Okay.
What did you say? Did you say? What did you say, North? What was
I
that?
said the juggling puss squeezers.
No, it's not a puss squeezer. It's an it's a squeezed puss.
Yeah, so you squeeze the puss, so you're a puss squeezer.
No, not exactly. It's not like if you played like a trumpet, you weren't petting a trum. It's like it has to go in the right order. Or it doesn't make any sense.
You're not petting
Oh my god.
orange baby man.
I'm an adult. Oh,
We're 20 minutes in, y'all.
Oh my god.
Uh, what's Voka's last name?
Nildrith.
Yeah. What about like the Voka experience, or Voka Nostra, or what about Circus of Terror?
We could do Orgoth and there's like a
Wait, what's your circus name? What's the circus name?
oh man, I forgot my own circus name. It's been so long. I'm not
North
even,
must have that in one of their books someplace. They're the manager. North, what's the name of the circus again?
oh god.
I don't
really
think I know the name of the circus.
I've really fucked up this one. You know,
Wasn't
like
it Golden Lion Enterprises or
that.
something?
I'm scrolling furiously through my iPad. Give me a second.
I wish I could look. I can't get to my notes.
I have my Google Drive on my iPad. Give me a second. If you're
Yeah, maybe if we can remember it, we could name it after the circus, so it would also help promote the circus.
Voka notes.
Oh
I
wait,
write
it was
down.
it was Lion Crest Publishing that put out the magazine. I
That's
remember
true.
that. But I don't think that was the name of your circus.
Just gonna. I figure
All right. Well, we'll
yeah,
go get
we'll think
ready,
about it.
and we'll try to remember it. We'll announce it from the stage.
I think our intelligence is draining out because Pollux is in the same building, honestly.
That's true.
So I'm just looking. It's just system of a drow.
System of a Drow. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
That's so good.
That's so
good.
good.
Freaking good.
Pretty good.
So, what would you like to do to? It's what time is it? It's afternoon. I can't remember where we
I
were.
think it's like noon/afternoon. It was not that
Yeah,
long,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, we were going there, and it took some amount of time because I wasn't going to come back until the spear was done. I don't know how long that was going to take.
Yeah, I think it took maybe like a couple few hours to get the spear done.
Yeah, it's probably like 1 or 2 in the
Yeah,
afternoon or
yeah.
something. I would guess.
Oh, you guys, by the way, I went to the nerd place. I got a lot of info to share, which I will probably share to you by text because there's a fucking lot of stuff.
You did roll a natural 20.
Because someone in the sky, like God sent me so much information, you know.
Be careful talking about
but
gods. It
there's
could get you in
no-
trouble.
Yeah, no, it could get me in trouble. I'm sorry. Well, the knowing mistress, you know, it's the knowing mistress, so it's fine. It's fine.
She knows.
But yeah, there's no documented entrance to the Feywild, not in Wildmount at least, which is kind of weird. But you know, we could always look for fairy circles or you know, like things like that. Unless we have somewhere else to go.
I don't think we do.
Didn't you have the like Lee on the island?
I mean, yes, but that's like a 2 days journey away.
Yeah, but we could always go back.
That is true. You know,
We're
dude,
not.
we are not stuck here. We do the talent show. We head back. Give this, and he pulls a package out of his bag of holding. You deliver this. It's our one lead technically.
It's our one lead. I mean,
Voka, make a perception check.
Plus,
I'm just...
sorry, this app is being slow. So I have my like keyboard pulled all the way over, so it's 7 plus perception 3, 10.
Okay. As you take the box out, like it's a little like small box, maybe a few like about 5 inches on a side, and it's wrapped in paper with some string tied around it. No label or anything like that other than the string. But you think you hear like something loose inside of it, and you hear a river.
I think there's something alive in here. Is it rude to, I mean, it's obviously rude to open up someone else's package. But something is alive in here. I think.
You don't hear anything else other than that one little rivet.
There's a frog inside this package.
Oh, that's just a frog then. Just open it.
I mean, he wouldn't, as long as I repackage it before I still mostly don't want the goods to die before we get there.
I mean, then where do you have to deliver that?
Yeah, the island and the town we were just in.
It was in uh, Trostenwald.
Trust this island. It's
Yeah,
the disappearing island in Trust involved.
Well, I guess I could. Technically, I'm pretty good at reclosing letters and packages. So I could do that.
Voka's gonna do that thing when you're trying really carefully to open a letter without ripping the top.
make a sleight of hand. The string. Make an investigation first.
Oh gosh. Roll. Investigation. +1. 14.
You think that the knot has been specially tied. It has like some sort of the way that the string is kind of curling in and out. It makes some sort of symbol.
Is it religious in any way?
It's a what? I'm sorry.
Is it religious in any way, or
It is
is it
not.
like an...
No, it seems to be magical. You can make an Arcana check.
Oh,
Okay, I can make an Arcana check.
is that a freaking? Okay.
Arcana,
It's gonna-
18.
Um, it appears to be a magical rune with the name. I have to find it. Um, do 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 do. I'm trying to find that name. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. Um,
I mean, maybe it's a fairy frog. Maybe we don't even need to open that.
That's true. It could be.
it was the name of. You were told the name of the person, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Um, it was definitely the name of the person you were delivering it to.
Maybe I should just trust that whoever we are delivering this to, this is a magical frog that will not suffocate inside.
Yeah,
And
Estrella. The
I-
lady's name is Estrella.
Estrella, that was it. Yes.
And hopefully I am not delivering a dead frog and it is in fact a magical frog. And he's gonna very, very, very lightly shake the box. You know, like shift it side to side.
Ribbit.
I just feel
It seems doing pretty good.
Kiss
The
me.
question is, does it have poison within it so we won't know if it truly is a dead or alive within the box?
Schrodinger's frog.
That's the alternate name of the episode. That's amazing. Ribbit.
Oh. But I really do want to know. Isn't that just something?
Make an insight check.
D20 roll, go.
If you really want to
My
know, do you want me to
insight.
hold on to it then?
16.
You think that the frog is trying to communicate or call out. It's not just like
Guys,
making. It's just like like
don't.
an animal. It's not just an animal making noises. It's like actually trying to.
Is it speaking Aquan?
It's speaking frog.
Don't call me crazy. I think the frog is trying to speak to me.
Now, is it trying to speak to you specifically or just speaking out?
I think he's trying to speak to me. I think this frog was made for me.
You're the chosen one.
Yeah.
This hole was made for me.
Yeah.
How's it going, Ron?
Florida Stream, yay!
This is you know what? This is the weird tea destiny frog.
The frog of destiny.
This is the frog of destiny, and he's just gonna without really he thinks about it for a second. He's gonna pull the string.
Okay. Foop. And the string kind of magically like comes apart, kind of like you see the
Isn't
string.
it illegal
float
to
up.
open up somebody else's packaging?
Only by
magical-
federal law.
And the box.
She looks over at the guards who probably still haven't left.
Oh, yeah, mail fraud.
The box opens up, and you just see a little tiny green frog look at you. Ribbit,
What are you trying to tell me?
ribbit.
Lapis is gonna go upstairs because she's like, nope, this is. She was given one. Oh, he was given one task and he decided not to do it. And instead
Yep.
open up someone's package.
Yep.
You see
I'm
Paul
still delivering it.
as you go upstairs. As you go upstairs, you see Pollux in the hallway on the second floor. Like you kind of go, it's an open stairwell, so like as you go up to the second floor, you see a hallway going down to the rooms, and he's up on the third floor hallway, as you're going up to the fourth way, and he's like, kind of like singing to himself. He sees you and waves.
She's just gonna give like a tiny like a tiny wave before continues back upstairs.
Are you coming to the show tonight?
I don't think so. I'm not a huge fan of noise in general.
My songs aren't noise, are they?
Well, it's not just you. It's everybody.
I'll send some if you want to. I'll just send somebody up and have them tell you that I'm singing.
I
Could you be there?
I guess just I'm not gonna be there for long though. Sure.
I would like that if you could. Thanks, Laphus.
Okay.
You're my best friend.
Ew. Ah. That's nice. I'm just gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
She's just gonna awkwardly head upstairs and just. Oh, she's just gonna go to her side of the bedroom.
Okay. Oh, so Voka, you have a frog staring at you. What do you do?
I don't have speak with animals at all. It's not a cleric spell I can learn, so he's just gonna talk like he's just gonna go hello.
Ribbit. Like he's trying to say two words.
Do you know how to play charades?
He looks down at his feet. Ribbit.
All right. Hop for how many words?
2 hops.
2 words. Okay, this is going fantastically. I'm not crazy. This frog is trying to communicate with me.
That's what a crazy person would say.
Ribbit.
Two words. Does the first word start with a vowel?
Ribbit? Question mark.
Jump if yes.
This is when you find out that the frog doesn't know what vowels are.
Any word that starts with an A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y and W, depending on the context.
What's an A, Precious?
And then you find out that he doesn't know how to spell.
Cannot read.
The frog does not jump.
Okay, so we're stuck at 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is farther than I thought I would get.
Is it
You thought you'd
like
get
a
somewhere?
game?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, maybe this was a mistake.
Okay.
I don't really regret it, though. This is kind of fun.
Ribbit.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I have a really bad idea.
What's your really bad idea?
Give it a cigarette.
That would be a really bad idea.
That is a really bad idea. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
Oh God.
What are you suggesting, Orgoth?
Oh God, you could turn me into a frog again, and maybe I could talk with it. And then if
This
I remember, does Orgoth remember the stuff that happened when he was a frog?
It's a vague memory. Like it's there, but
Uh,
it's sort of like fever dream.
okay.
You
Yeah,
you
and
craved
maybe I could talk
flies.
with it, and and then I could tell you what it said.
This is a fantastic
Okay,
idea.
now I know it's a really bad idea. I
This
don't
is
believe I just
an
said that.
absolutely no. You know what? Listen, I don't think I've ever heard you say an idea that has ever been better than this one. And he
I
takes
have
out
a
a
beer,
sword.
please.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I've had a lot of better ideas.
I don't know. This one's pretty good. He like holds his hand up to ready to cast the spell.
Do you cast it?
No,
Orgoth
he
shuts his
waits.
eyes. He squeezes his eyes closed. He hates this.
And he like kind of channels it with his sword and puts his hand on his Orgoth's shoulder and starts chanting.
What kind of frog do you transform Orgoth into?
I mean, just like he looks at the frog in front of him,
Mhm.
and he's gonna try just one of those.
Um, Orgoth, do you willingly fail this saving throw?
Yeah,
Suddenly,
it was my bad idea. I do.
suddenly Orgoth's it glows and like, phew, and you turn into a frog with the intelligence of a frog.
And
Uh,
he has one frog, and he chants.
The frog looks at Orgoth and says, "Hello, my fellow. How are you doing today?"
good. How about you?
"I am hungry.
Uh,
Why won't the man kiss me?"
oh, probably does not know want that you want that. I could tell the man.
I I was sent to be kissed because that's what
Okay.
frogs are about. Magical frogs. That's me.
Frog.
Oh,
Toadsworth Willington is my name.
I I promise you I won't remember that. But Kiss Frog I can try to hold on to.
Um, do you?
Okay, hang on. Orgoth will pivot back to he'll pivot and focus hand
Okay,
and then
okay.
just start bouncing up and down on Voka's hand.
He just like nods. He's like, yes.
And go rabbit.
And
I don't think
the
frogs are
frog kind of
supposed to
like
make this noise.
the other frog kind of looks over at Orgoth Frog, and
And what Orgoth is saying is like, turn me back, turn me back, turn me back. But it just comes across to Voka's ribbit. He's just trying to be aggro in her
there
hand.
is
His
plenty of
hand.
room in this box. You can travel with me to the witch.
No. Kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss frog.
Uh,
And he
and-
starts smacking on Voka's hands with his little froggy.
Let me out! Let me out!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Voka's gonna pick up what Orgoth is putting down, and he's going to close his eyes and
Okay.
channel magic into his hand and release the spell.
And Orgoth becomes Orgoth again.
I'm just trying to remember those two words.
Make an
all I
intelligence
can remember.
saving throw. The DC is 13.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Heck yeah, 13. Spot on. 12 plus 1.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So as soon as he's on the ground and he flops down and he's on his butt, I figure he comes back and he's kind of sitting on his haunches, like the frog was, and he's just looking at Voka. He's like, kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss the frog cake. Yeah, kiss the frog.
I don't know if I feel the same way about the frog as he feels about me.
Kiss the frog.
He looks at the frog.
Ribbit.
I just want you to know that I am taking account of all of this, and I am noting this down, and that I will never let you live that down.
Or at the very least, doing this not in the middle of the tavern?
No, kiss the frog.
Right now, we're in the
Yeah.
middle. Wait,
I'm sure that weirder stuff has happened
you just said you'd never let me live it down.
with our group, but in the tavern?
I can't do that with this body. It would be inappropriate. I have to go
So,
change.
Man kiss frog. That's all.
I mean,
that's
it
what I was
never
able to
said
hold
where
on
to kiss the frog. He could give it a little kiss on its little head.
I'm going to the bathroom first. Hold the frog.
I'm gonna hold the frog.
And he's like looking for a bathroom.
Ribbit
I'm gonna pet the frog.
looks
And
up.
he,
The frog kind of goes. "Mwah, mwah."
Yeah. Hey, North, maybe you could kiss the frog. You've
I'm
had
gonna
worse
kiss my
stuff
finger
in your
my
mouth.
finger on the frog.
he comes he comes back and he's the form of the entertainer, and she just shakes her head and she says, "It would be, you don't understand, but it would be fully inappropriate," and she holds her hand out.
And the frog
Oh,
There
Jumps
you
in.
go. Have the frog. If it
Rest
turns
of-
into some kind of pervert.
a frog that's a pervert? No one would ever do that.
I mean, it's kiss frog, kiss frog, kiss frog.
And she like puckers her lips, and just like she's like looks, has like a pained look in her eye.
Yeah.
All right.
Ribbit.
All right. So I'm just gonna. You just very, very, very lightly just.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah, I knew this would happen. Oh, what a great roll. Constitution saving the 22.
22. Good, good, good. You look down upon your arm, and you kind of see your skin kind of ripple and smooth, and it's almost like you have like baby skin. It's like brand new. And you look on the face of Voka, and you just see like any like small wrinkles he had around his eyes. They just like he looks 10 years younger. In fact, he's kind of shrunken a little bit too.
This lady.
Oh yeah, the entertainer. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So yes, Voka. You kind of like feel the magic take over your body, but then realize that this is some sort of transformation magic, and you've resisted it and can go back to how things are normally.
He would.
But you definitely
This-
felt younger. Like you definitely felt.
I felt. I'll take the feeling younger, but the looking young, that would be. I have a lore to keep up. Now that would mess up my groove. She looks the frogs any different.
The frog is happy. Kind of hops over to the box and hops in.
I'm glad it was as good for you as it was for me.
So, question now: how, like, you like the pile of meat? What does a pile of meat look like?
Well, I guess since I look rather youthful right now.
How?
Okay,
Oh, oh no! I think okay. We lost you for a second, Jamie.
Oh shit!
Oh, what'd you say?
You laughed and like you were like,
Oh, my internet is unstable. It says.
oh no.
Oh god. I asked, what does a like a pile of meat? How does a pile of meat look younger?
You see her look over like wide-eyed and almost kind of menacingly say, "You want to find out?"
No.
did anything happen? Like it was when
It
you
was
kissed the frog?
incredibly subtle. It was incredibly subtle.
Yeah, he's asking Voka.
Yeah. I mean, I feel fresher. Like I've had like a good shower, and that I've slept for like a little bit, and that I could eat food that I am usually not able to. I feel like I could live off of a 12 pack of ramen and feel totally fine about it.
Okay. I don't know what was supposed to happen. All I could hold on to was kiss the frog.
Oh,
Sorry.
maybe this is a frog of youth, and the lady we are delivering it to is okay. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, Voka, that kind of makes sense the way you feel. Yeah.
He's gonna take the he's gonna like reach for his bag of holding and realize he doesn't know where he keeps it on any of his other forms. Um, which you would think he would. That's something he would know.
Mm-hmm.
But he just you see like shuffles back to the bathroom. And comes out himself. He like shoves it in, and he already has this baby face, but he has like these like chubby cheeks. It's like a they got like a shine to him. It looks like he should be holding a lollipop. The curl on his hair is extra tight.
Okay, so should we go get ready? Was there? I mean, I don't know what to do now, but
Is that child exploitation though at this point, Orgoth?
I'll
well,
have
what do you mean? It's Voka,
I'll
right?
have I'll have you know I'm supposed to be 19 years old.
That's a baby.
You see like him like rub his face. It's not supposed to be this way.
Maybe that makes the act better. I don't know. No one will expect a baby can do like juggling and magic and stuff.
I look I can turn myself younger whenever I want. I'm a I'm a changeling.
Make an Arcana check, Voka.
Let me see. 10 plus 1, 11.
You feel like the magic was there, and but something about your nature allowed you to make the saving throw.
It's presumed that this would be more permanent, but something about how I am makes it so. I mean, I'm I'm made of meat, so like yes. What do you
I mean,
expect?
we could
Aren't we
take
all
it.
made of
Maybe
meat?
we could take advantage of the fact that you look younger. Maybe it could be like the tantrums or ABCD or something like that. We could come up with a good band name based off
And
of the fact that like you're little.
and you see him, he like lowers his eyes and says, "I can go much younger." And you like he like looks around to see if anyone's paying attention to him.
Make a perception check. Everybody make a perception check.
Do I catch it with my passive?
Well, like yeah, like North's allowed is like
Oh yeah,
you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
talking straight to him, but like he's like looking like if like anyone else in
Uh,
like the tavern. Perception plus 3, 16, 19.
19. Yeah, I mean, people kind of like look up like this whole scene has kind of been weird anyway with the frog. So Pete like they brought a frog in here. I guess okay. Oh, they're talking to the frog. Charades? What? It's,
He's going to act like he's casting some magic,
hmm.
and he's going to become a 5-year-old
Okay.
version of Voka.
Okay. Norm,
Wow.
as you look around, like there's it's like being at a restaurant and like there's this table of people who are just talking about the weirdest stuff, and you're just kind of like just it's like that's sort of what the people in this part of the tavern are like acting like with Voka and what's happening. But as you're doing that, you look over on the windowsill and you see a tiny, tiny spider. And then suddenly the spider goes out underneath the window, is gone.
We are so getting turned in.
What do you mean?
There's a spider.
Huh?
There was a spider over there.
Uh, well, oh yeah,
Pick
was it
inspiration.
one of
That's
mine?
hilarious. Oh my god.
Was it one of my spiders?
Uh, you didn't see it, Orgoth.
No, I'm asking.
Would Voka know if it would be one of his spiders?
I'm asking Woka if it's one of my spiders. Was it one of my spiders?
I've I've never seen any of your spiders.
Okay.
We
What
know
about
Voka.
what about Juice Box Heroes? That'd be a good name for the if you're like this, or
Do I have to stay 5 years old for the whole act?
it could be like Knee Biter. That's pretty rockin'. That's pretty hard.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
go Romper Boom, like that one. No, you should
that's
probably
stressful.
you should probably change back. Actually,
No,
but
actually, I feel like I have a lot of web witch right now. Can I have a juice box? You say no, you look like a wheel asshole.
Anyway, what are y'all doing?
we could get you like a juice or something. I'll go to the bar and say, can I get a juice? Just a juice. Like, do you have an apple? Like a juice of an apple or a
Oh, we
orange? Or...
elaborate juice.
um, we do have a freshly juiced apple. We can definitely. It comes out. And it's like basically, it's like a bunch of pulp, and they kind of like strain it through into a glass, and then they put a little umbrella into it.
Oh, okay, great. Do you like a little straw?
And put a little straw. And he takes the straw and he bends the top over so it bends over, and hands it to
Okay,
you.
perfect. Yeah, just put this on our room if you would be so kind.
You got it. You got it. And the bartender.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll bring it over to Woka. All right, here you go.
You
There
know,
you go.
you see, you have a weird amount of web witch when you're 5 years old. Oh no, I'll turn back when I feel like the joke is up. Give me that juice. His clothes are like his clothes are like real clothes, by the way. They're like really loose on him.
Mhm. My God. It is the middle of the afternoon. Lapis is upstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
Well,
If I have time, if there's time before we have to perform,
Mhm.
I do have an errand I want to go run
Yeah.
that shouldn't take very long. I have to go find. I noticed on the way into town that there was this looks like a messenger that passed us from some place, faster halflings, and I remember them from Uncarel
yeah.
too. And I wanted to send something to my mama, so I was gonna go and do that real quick.
oh, certainly. I might have an errand to run as well.
All right.
So,
Maybe
do you mind
maybe
if I
Woka,
tag
you
along?
should take a nappy or something so you're not too tired for the show.
Okay, listen, you don't need to pay. He's like his regular. Okay, listen, you don't need to patronize me. I thought this was really funny.
Oh, I didn't know the
Is
joke
it
was
like
over.
a nappy
Sorry.
nappy as in a like there's nappy and nappy, you know, like there's a little nappy you put on a baby.
You know, actually, maybe I will go take a nap. I just kissed a frog. I mean, I just kissed a frog, and it was mildly okay.
The frog kind of stands up and looks out of the box, the open box. Did you put the frog back? I
Bless
mean,
you.
did you like
No, he didn't put it. He didn't tie the thing. He just
Okay.
he like reaches over and just ties the box shut.
Just like a regular
Nope.
knot? Okay.
Nobody has to know.
Okay.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
North takes
All right.
off. Orgoth takes off. Voka goes upstairs.
Yeah, he laughs and see like if she's in the common room, sees a 5-year-old walk into the room.
Oh my God. Okay. Lapis, make a perception check. as you're up in. Do you go to your bedroom? Because it.
Yeah, I go into my bedroom.
Okay.
Footsteps are like significantly lighter than any of your companions walks in.
She's not even gonna question
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
that's fair.
Laphus checks her watch. She has no time for shenanigans.
No.
Mhm.
The
Shenanigans are the best part of
as you
D&D.
go upstairs, Voka, you think you see that same spider on the sill for a second, and the second you walk in, it disappears.
He's like he's gonna try to like chase after it.
Okay, it's underneath the windowsill. It's going outside.
He like opens up the windowsill and he's gonna look around.
Make a
Like a little
make a
fucking toddler.
make a perception check.
Perception check. +3. 16.
You see it like going down fast, like on a web. Like it just kind of like launched itself, and like a web's coming out behind it, and
I was really looking forward to that nap, and he like rubs his face, and he's gonna become 19 again. He's going to basically fling himself out the window and chase it.
Lapis, you hear this whole thing. You hear the window open. You hear the sounds of the street, the busy street, and you hear Voka climbing out the window.
Now, do we know it's Voka climbing out the
I
window?
mean,
He does say that out loud. He's like, I actually was really looking forward to that nap.
so it is.
You hear that in a childlike voice, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you
She's like literally just shaking her head like this all could have been avoided.
when you land in the alleyway, this is on the fourth floor, right? So you just kind of jump out the window. How do you climb? Do you climb?
Oh, he's gonna climb halfway and he's gonna misty step down.
Okay. So, and as you hit the ground, you see you've lost the spider. The spider is a regular sized spider, and then suddenly, kind of standing up, you see this incredibly beautiful drow woman. She has. Let me find it. Yeah. I have to scroll down. Shoulder length white hair with pink and purple highlights, blazing orange eyes. She has this black and red low cut like dress on, mage robes, and she just looks at you and says, "Quite an observant little creature, aren't you?"
Oh, are you one of the spider ladies? Are you after the are you with the spider like god lady? Is that what's going on?
Why don't you take a guess?
I mean, that's my guess. Yes.
Changeling. You
Yeah,
were.
okay, you're making a lot of assumptions about me.
I saw you change from creature to creature. I saw you kiss a frog. That's quite unusual.
Okay, that's a lot of judgment for someone I barely know, and I could have been using a disguise self spell.
You were not. I would know.
Yeah, okay, you know what? You got me.
Where,
Okay.
where are you from, Changeling? What do you know about this orc who says that he is your friend?
Okay, you're asking for a lot of information that I don't want to give, so I'm just gonna back away very slowly and
Really?
realize that I've made a very rash decision.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
You have an inspiration, Boca.
That's true. I
Remember.
do have an inspiration. I also rolled a 19.
19.
And so what kind of saving throw is it again?
Wisdom, yes.
So those were the ones I'm good at. 18.
18.
28.
28, okay. She says, Interesting. Resisting my spell like that. Your mind is quite strong, it seems.
Yeah, I have secrets. You have secrets. Who doesn't have secrets? And he's like looking like for like I assume like he's at like the dead end of this
Oh
alleyway,
yeah. Are you
and she's
backing? Are you
standing
kind
at
of backing away into the?
yeah. She's like
She's
he's like backing up into this wall.
and she approaches and she says, "Tell Orgoth. Tell your. Sorry, she would know your name. Tell the orc, your orcish friend, that the armor belongs to the Spider Queen, and I shall have it."
I don't think he wants to give it to you. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a little warning here, because I don't really like doing it, but it's kind of what we have to do. But you're probably gonna end up dead. So if you value your life anyway,
Oh,
you should
really?
probably run away. I mean, yeah,
It's.
kind
Can
of.
I hear
Make
Voka and them just
make
speaking?
make an
The window's open.
windows open.
Yeah.
Make a perception check at advantage because I think this. She's speaking quietly. Voka's speaking loudly.
Yeah.
Plus 8. That is 25.
Okay. You definitely hear a second person outside the window, outside in the alleyway, because you're also hearing it from like through a door and through the another wall. So the window.
Like I'm
She's
just
Yeah.
she's
like
gonna
I'm.
do that thing where she just like kind of slips a finger on the like the curtain
Hmm.
to kind of look down, and she sees Voka along with like a different person, and she's just going to like open up the window, just stare out at both of them.
Hmm.
And when they hear Voka saying like that they're going to like get her and they're gonna die, that's when Laphus is just going to hit her.
With what?
Ooh, let me see. Yeah, a disintegrate spell.
Okay.
Yes, like before that goes off, Univoca just says, so just like if you really want to live, you should really. And
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Dex save, please.
Okay. Um.
Is it Dex? Yeah. Yes.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm looking something up because this might affect it. It does affect it. Okay. Um. Suddenly, the disintegrate spell like takes effect, and the magic seems to pass right through her. Make an Arcana check, Lapis. It hits the ground, and like a large chunk of stone is disintegrated around her.
It's 9. That is a 26.
26. She is. I'm not sure how she's doing it. Usually, ethereal creatures are quite invisible, but she has a presence here. But she is definitely not in this plane fully. The disintegration. She basically you had no target. So the disintegrate spell went off, destroyed that, and she kind of looks up at you and says, "Hello again. It's nice to see you."
Dude, can you just kindly fuck off?
Bye, Lapis.
Tell your friend
Hey,
Lapis.
Voka.
Lapis is her name. Thank you for that.
Ah, fuck.
Tell your orcish friend what's his name.
I don't care. He's not my friend. Can you go fuck off? Just like go away.
Give me the armor, and I shall. And you just see
Why
her.
don't you get yourself the fucking armor? Get out of that stupid planar existence that you're living in.
And she just kind of like
You fucking coward.
goes
That's
through.
like the probably the last thing she hears.
She like just kind of like phases through the ground and disappears.
Ugh.
Man. How far up is the window?
Four
more than
stories. Yeah, she's four.
Yeah. Yeah, how many feet is that?
It is. I want to say like 12 feet per story. 15 for this place, probably 15. So 60. It's on the 45 feet up to the bottom of the. So it's 50 feet to the bottom of the windowsill.
Is there like any like thing he could stand on in between that?
Yeah, you could probably like hop up on like a trash dumpster or something.
Yeah, he's gonna misty step up.
Okay,
He's in two
like
small
climb,
spots.
climb, climb, misty spot, misty step. Okay, oh, like boom, boom, two misty
Yeah,
steps. Okay,
yeah, two misty steps.
okay, and Voka appears next to you.
Well, that was eventful. I'm gonna stop jumping out windows now.
I just want a day. Nothing happens. Everything is fine. We can go into a city, do our thing, and not have somebody, I don't know, try to take one of us to jail, try to incriminate us in any way, try to kill us for the dumbest of reasons.
With the favored few? No way.
Get out of my room.
I think I will. He walks out and he flops on his own bed,
Okay,
face down.
Lapis, what do you just go back to your bed?
Yeah.
Okay,
She closes the window and she's just idly just bemused by all of this.
North. Where do you head to?
Uh, well, I can tag along with Orgoth when he does his thing, unless he wants to do it by himself. But I'm gonna keep
Oh
an
no, you
eye
can
out
come.
for some. I know I can. I'm gonna keep an eye out on any thieves' cant, anything that says that there would be an entrance somewhere, or if you're looking for someone,
Like an entrance to what?
I'm trying to find a meeting spot.
Got it. Okay. Make a actually.
Or if I just like out of the wild, I like in the wild, I spot like an old contact or something.
Okay.
That's it.
Orgoth, where do you go? Like so, like
I,
knowing
I'm looking
where.
for faster halflings.
Okay.
I'm looking for the local faster halflings.
It's like a
branch.
Kinko's. There's like one in every every corner. The you find one about I don't have the map of Zadash up, but you go about maybe like 6 or 7 blocks closer to the Penta Market, and then
Okay.
you're able to find one on the corner, like
Okay.
maybe like a block off of the Penta Market.
Okay.
There's like a big line
Yeah.
of people in there. Okay.
I'll wait
Okay.
until like my turn. And
North
then
at the
yeah.
the behind the how like there's like a little like list of services behind the counter. You see a little symbol in the lower right hand corner. Basically like Thieves Guild approved. Basically, we've paid our dues
Okay.
here. And there is a little like the symbol gives you kind of an address and like a location that is it's basically it doesn't tell you the location, it tells you go in this direction for 500 feet and look.
Okay. I shall do this.
Okay, are you gonna just leave Orgoth there at Faster Halflings?
Uh, I'm just Orgoth. You do your thing. I'm just gonna go take a piss.
Okay. Have fun, I guess. Thanks for the
I will.
info. Okay.
Just like very like I will like yes, I will go take a piss.
Okay.
This little lady
Okay.
behind Orgoth says, but there's a bathroom, there's a chamber pot right in that room.
Yeah, cool.
Oh.
500 feet in that way.
Orgoth, you get up to the front counter as North is
Okay.
moving away. You see a halfling sitting up on like a tall stool. It's like, welcome to Faster Halflings. How can I help you?
Oh, do you deliver like all over Wildmount?
Since the war ended, of course we do.
Uh,
We
yeah,
fully,
can you deliver to Jigao?
and he kind of goes, "Chigow, chigow, 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 chigow." Yes, we can.
Okay. Can you deliver like valuables?
There is an upcharge. It depends on whether you want us to hire guards for it. It depends on how valuable. Because we
Uh,
usually, our halflings can protect themselves. They're fast and nimble. But if you need somebody stronger, then we would need to hire like more guards, depending on how
uh,
valuable it is.
I need to have it securely sent and received.
Of course, of course.
I mean, it's not, but maybe it helps if I show you what I need sent. Do you have a private room to show like stuff?
And he snaps his fingers, and a halfling coming over who has like a waistcoat and a cravat and a golden
Hmm.
chain for a wrist, like a pocket watch, comes over and says, "My name is Pongo. How can I help you?"
It is nice to meet you, Pongo. I need to send some valuables to my mama in Jagao, and I wanted to make sure they could get there securely, and that you could guarantee they got there securely.
Of course, we have all of our transport is by ground. We do not use magical means, but with we do assure its safe arrival, especially for valuable people, valuable items, depending on how much you spend.
Okay. Do you have a like a private office so I can show you?
Oh yes, please follow me, and
Okay.
it leads you
And he'll
in.
go with him wherever the secured location is that other people can't see, and then Orgoth puts out his hole and climbs down the ladder and just starts like pushing up like various gold and silver
Yeah,
and gems until he gets 5,000 gold out of
got
the
it.
hole.
Okay, okay.
And he's like, "Oh, I need to send this to my mama in Chagao."
Pongo is not phased at all by any of this, and he says, "We can we can have a chest ready that will only open for the person that you say. Like if you give us their name, and only their name and their voice will be able to open it. That is
Okay.
that will be a 250 gold upcharge, of course, in addition to um, five 1 silver per mile.
Okay. So how much would it cost for me to send it that way then?
Uh, Whatever the map says on roll 20 for I'll have to look it up later, but it's
Okay.
um, and we can
I
just do
can
the
try to
ruler.
check real quick.
Um,
I'll check real quick, Ron.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, depending on what that comes to, he's got to
yeah.
make sure he can actually
Well, he
afford
says
to send it.
right,
But yeah,
right,
let me
right.
see.
And I may have been like I'm just coming up with that number out of my ass. So it might be.
Eh, well, we're on the battle map, so I can't go find out.
Oh no. Okay, okay.
It's all right.
We'll look at it
Yeah,
later.
yeah, I mean, Orga still has like a chunk back from that. He can definitely afford the extra
And
250.
it'll be like a reasonable. It won't be like crazy. It's just the
Right.
upcharge is for the protection and for
Sure.
we can also provide a beautiful chest to present to your loved one.
Um, oh, well, how beautiful.
We have caskets, not caskets. We have chests
Yeah,
starting
that
at
won't work. That's not good. That's the wrong message.
we have casks. Casks? It's like what's another for chest? We have chests starting at
Box,
25 box. We have 25 gold up to 1,000 gold. Gold
container,
inlay.
fancy crate. Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't have to be like anything super expensive or anything. Just, I'm more concerned that it is secure than it's
we will we will
pretty.
we will assure that it arrives safely.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna make sure it only opens to her voice, but I could definitely give you her name. Um,
Is this a blood
uh,
relative? It makes it quite easy if it is.
yeah, it's my mama.
Oh, it's so sweet. Being there for one's mother. It's quite a beautiful,
Well, kind of
beautiful.
specifically, I can't be there for her, so I'm gonna send some money
If
instead.
you can't sending love through money is always my favorite way of celebrating someone's momentous occasions. Um, Perhaps so. If you'll tell me her name, and then if you
Her okay.
and
Her
it,
name is Vola, Vola, and she goes by Tree Singer. Vola Tree Singer
singer, of course, writing it down.
is what
Um,
she's called.
he's like actually like writes it down, and you see the ink sort of smoke as he writes it down on this contract, and you look and you see like the terms of it, and it's what you agree upon that we will come up later.
Okay.
And he says, if you'll this being a blood relative, this will be quite easy. If you can provide a lock of hair, a piece of fingernail, something that will identify.
Orgoth just stares at him when he says lock of hair. He's like,
um,
um,
I'm just rattling off what
yeah,
something, a little blood,
okay,
a little cut of blood, something that will connect with your loved one. That you're connect
okay, yeah, yeah, sure, okay, he'll give him a little blood,
like
sure.
drop of
That's
blood.
never caused a problem.
Not at all. No.
Blood contracts are very common.
Make it Arcana check. The blood hits and
Yeah,
kind of like phew, they're like
Oh, I rolled a 16 and I have
16,
a +3 to Arcana, so that's a 19.
19. Um, I mean, this is weird, but also you've heard stories of people how you've heard stories of people who use like people who are trying to talk to somebody that they know, and sometimes like somebody scrying on somebody. If you have something that belonged to them, it makes it easier. So you think it doesn't
Got
look
it.
evil, and he's
Right. It's I get it. You're using either my deific, necrotic, or arcane connection. So my DNA connection to my mama to then make sure that it's my mama. I get
yes,
it.
yes, of course, of course. We just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So saying her name and your name, and touching this contract will open the box. Otherwise, we shall
Okay.
return it to this location, which you can pick it up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great.
At the
And we
cost
can
of the
work out
sender.
exactly how much it is, but I've got
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
enough in
Okay.
reserve to cover it.
Okay, North, you head to the 500 feet away, and you definitely
Yeah.
see something written into the bricks of an alleyway, and you follow it, and you look down, and you see a little trapdoor behind some, like it's actually in the wall again, down on the ground.
All right. I'm gonna
Oh,
look
oh,
around
okay,
if
lost
anyone's
you for a
watching.
second, but you just looked around, right? I just lost you for a second.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
yeah, make a perception check.
perception. That's a nat one, but
Okay,
with my
yes,
reliable talent, it
actually,
counts as a 10.
okay,
So 16.
16.
Oh, wait, I have advantage. Fuck that. Hold on. No, no, no. No, no, no. That's an 18.
Total? Okay. Um, you do see the thieves' cant symbol, basically saying um, meeting place, headquarters. Um, this is basically kind of like there's
Yeah.
a door here.
It was more like looking around if someone was looking.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
The door. There's nobody looking for sure. Nobody's
Yeah, I'm
around.
gonna just.
Yeah. Um, as you touch the bottom, you kind of see like the trap door next to the door kind of fall away, doing little stairs going down. and then like the trap as you go in and go through the door, the trap door closes up above your head.
Just make sure that it closes properly. I'm going
And
to TPTO.
yeah, you just head
Well,
down. Um, Give me a second. NPC generator.
oh, I went somewhere
Yeah, you
Ron was
did.
not ready for.
No. Um, let's make them a goblin. Okay. Um, you see a young goblin, and they are wearing leather armor, smooth gray skin, very short, 3'4", and they have an unfinished tattoo of a scarab on their forearm. And he's got a short sword that kind of hangs down low on his leg, but he's got it on his hip. And he kind of looks at you and says, "I don't recognize you. Who are you?"
No, I've been around mostly in my menagerie coast a bit. Well, it's been a bit since I've been in the Empire. I'm just looking for some old contacts. Figured I'd find them here.
I can get messages to someone if you know their names.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Okay, make an insight check.
13.
He is being truthful. He also has kind of that youthful, I want to make sure I get this right, done right, correctly aspect to him. He's kind of very, I want to rise in the ranks.
Aw, I've been there
Yeah,
once.
yeah. He wants to be part of the organization. He's very eager.
I've been there once. Ron, I don't have a list of names,
We
but
can
like
we can talk later. Yeah, yeah. It's somebody you know.
about that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's bad manners to go to a secondary location, but I can get a message if you know someone that can. I can have them meet you somewhere, or you can set up. I can have the meeting set up.
Meeting somewhere would be nice.
Any place in particular?
Uh, Hold on, I would need like probably one of my old haunts in one of the places that are a bit less
Out of
guarded.
the way. Yeah, yeah. Probably further south in Zadash. Okay.
Yep.
I will set it up. And what time would you like the meeting to take place?
You know what? Tonight would be good.
Late or early?
At what time is the talent show?
It's early. It's early because it starts early and it kind of goes like until
Okay,
people get
so
drunk and
let's
stuff. So.
let's say about 9ish.
9 bells. You got it.
So not too late, not too early. But if it has to go late, then it'll go late. I'm flexible,
It always pays to be
and if
flexible
there's
in our
anything that
business.
shows, it does. And if there's anything, well, you can leave a message, and I'm gonna leave a locate like an address that is a location close to where I'm staying, but not exactly where. Just like leave it under a rock or
Yeah,
something.
it's also because it's very kind of like they leave kind of like a mark on a wall or something. That's typical standard
Yep.
standard operating procedure. So
Yep.
okay. Um,
So
Anything else I can do for you?
thanks. No,
Be
no, thanks.
If you go
Anything I
down
can
south, be
know
wary
about what's
of
going on in the city?
a bunch of gnolls acting up south of the city, but apparently
Yeah,
it's making
we
things
came through
easy
the
for us
gates, so
because they're going to be sending some Crown's Guard down to help out with the gnoll problem. It opens
good
things up
fucking
for
news.
us. So,
Yeah, that's good news. If they could only send some people of the assembly, that would be nice as well. But
well, those assholes, they have their own business.
yeah, we ain't getting rid of those. They don't like the wet work, or they like it too much. But
And
know.
they're got their own problems
Anyways,
up in the capital, anyways.
problems,
Yeah, problems.
dissension.
No, there's been word has it that one of their own was killed up in another continent, and a power struggle
Oh yeah.
ensued. So they've got a new member of the Eight,
Isn't
and so people are scrambling.
yeah, isn't that always the case?
You know, mages they want to
Well,
hold on to as much power as they possibly can. So.
don't we all? Right.
Welcome back to
Good job,
Zadash.
kid. Stay safe. Yeah.
Will you fill out
I'm
this?
gonna find Orgoth and
He hands you a little review pamphlet to fill out for him. Little like, can you take this survey?
oh yeah, I just like check the 5-star and just give
Yeah.
it back.
Okay. You find Orgoth. Comes out of the comes out of the faster halflings establishment.
That was a good long piss.
Yeah. Oh no. Good. Well, I'm good. I'm glad it was good.
It was delicious.
I got all my business
Not
taken care
delicious.
of. I just send some coin to my mama.
Good, good. She deserves it.
Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna be back that way, because we have a lot of stuff to do. So who knows?
Well, at what time do you think you guys are going to be performing? Because if you perform early, I might be able to be there. But I've run into a I would say compatriot. I would need to meet someone tonight.
Is that more sex stuff, or is this a business thing?
I mean, there's going to be sex stuff later, but not that.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's probably none of my business. I'm just really happy you're happy.
It's really none of your business.
It is. It is none of my business. But it makes you happy, and that makes me happy. So I'm sorry. I stepped over a line. I apologize for crossing a boundary.
It's thanks, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell them we have to go on early. Maybe will be a big draw.
Yeah.
Voka's really good.
Like I want to be there for you, but I'm gonna have to be out after.
Okay.
Also,
Well, this
I really don't want to be there.
we'll see if we can go on first. Maybe we can go first.
That would be so good. Set the bar for everyone. Just put it right up there.
Okay. I'll see if Voka can do something with a bar.
Or higher if you can.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, we better get back then, because I gotta,
Yeah.
change.
Okay, so skipping ahead, it's the late afternoon. The the star has like decorated the tavern. There are banners and flowers. They are selling long stem roses to throw to the contestants, the people who are not contestants, because it's not really a competition. It's more like everybody performs to get more people on her side of the tavern than the other side of the tavern. But they've got the sign up sheet, and nobody wants to go first, so that first slot is open.
Voka, let's go first.
Oh, and so he like snaps out of it, like he's like out of it, like he's like kind of like fresh out of his nap and dealing with that. He looks at Orgoth. He's like, "I have something to tell you first. I mean, like for like 5 seconds,
Okay.
and then we can." And he like
Okay.
he gestures like for him to lean down because he's a little tall.
Sure. He'll lean down.
So I jumped out the window. Um.
Are you okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. No,
Okay.
that's not what I'm talking about. I was
Oh,
chasing
okay.
I was chasing one of those spiders I was telling you about. I'm not crazy. Well, I
You
ran
keep saying
in.
that. I
I
didn't
know,
think
I
you were
know,
crazy.
I know. I think I'm going crazy.
I have a
But
bit of a history with spiders, so I believe you when you say you saw a spider.
oh yeah, I know. So I ran into a lady in the alleyway where she backed me into the corner and demanded your name and your armor. She was a drow woman with white hair, and when Laphus tried to disintegrate her from the window, he went straight through her, so she's like extra planar in some way. I just thought I should let you know.
Okay. Thank you. For I guess I should be careful how much I throw my name around. North told me at one time it was really important to introduce myself and shake hands with people and be present with them, but maybe that's not as good of an idea anymore if someone's
I
looking for me.
I actually let mine and Lapus's name slip. I mean, technically Lapus gave her my name, but I gave like it's a fair trade. It was an accident. I didn't know. But listen, I just thought I should tell you. Now we can go on and perform and pretend like we're happy and everything's fine.
Okay. Look, we're gonna be fine. I mean, we pretty much already showed them that they couldn't do anything to us, right? Like
I
when
mean,
the four of us are together, like nothing's gonna get in our way. So
I
I'm not worried
I
about it.
I did say that if she valued her life, she should probably back the fuck off.
See, that's what I like about you, Voka. You're tough. You're like no nonsense. I mean, you're nonsense. Don't get me wrong, but then you're also no nonsense.
Yeah, I just picked up on the fact that we do just tend to bulldoze anyone who stands in our way, so I just figured I would be real with her for a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a warning, right? You're
Ah,
being
yes.
kind in some way.
In a way. But you have the squeeze push, and I have these the balls and pins and a lot of the rag things I spent a long time tying together.
All right, this is gonna be great. I have a really good feeling about it.
All right, play me on. And he takes like five of the balls in hand.
So Star goes up to the stage that's been built up. There's like potted flowers and everything. There's like boas hanging from. There's like costume pieces that people can grab and use for whatever reason. What do you all look like as you take the stage?
So Orgoth, basically just looks like him. He didn't really have anything to change into. He got back to the room and realized he doesn't have a costume or anything anymore. So uh, yeah, he like even went into the hole and looked and he was like, "Oh, I don't have any. I don't. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have a costume. Oh, I do have a costume.
You
I've
have the
never worn
mask.
it. It's like I'm like, look, it's in my inventory. So Orgoth, he'll keep the armor on,
Got it.
but he has this like this long flowing like deep deep red cape
Mm-hmm.
that comes down that has the Skullcrusher symbol on the back. It's from his gladiatorial stuff,
Nice, nice,
right?
nice.
So he has that as he comes out, and he because we have time.
Mm-hmm.
If we have a little bit of time, do we have like an hour before we go on when we get back?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Can we
Yeah,
have an hour?
yeah,
Okay.
totally.
He will take off his rings of forceful striking, store them in the hole, and then he's going to reattune to his for a good reason, for good, reattune to his tattoo, and he's going to go back and as a real callback to very early and what he used to do in the ring, he gets the ink on his fingers. Um, so he's got the ink kind of evenly divided on the first and second fingers of both hands.
Yeah.
Takes them starting at the bridge of his nose, like wipes it across his eyes so it makes this black
Kind of
band across,
right.
pulls them out, and then splits his fingers and pulls them down to both sides. So it comes across and has these twin, like
New
two on each
twin.
side,
Got it.
pull downs. Yeah, twin until there's just a little bit of ink left on one hand. He
Mm-hmm.
rubs that between his fingers until it's on his thumb, and then going from the bottom of his lip to his chin, he puts the single blue line again. So very reminiscent of when everything started.
Yeah.
And the cape, and he's like, "Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to perform."
Voka usually looks like himself because what he wears is already kind of a costume.
Mm-hmm.
He's like his cape flared out, and he says, "Well, that's a good look for you." Something
Yeah,
tells me it's minorly nostalgic. Not that I would know.
yeah. I when I did a lot of fighting in the gladiator ring, this is what I would wear. So, you know, we're going to battle on the stage. So I thought I'd wear it again.
Yes, we're going to kill it. Wink.
We're
Anyway,
gonna squeeze. We're gonna squeeze it. Let's go. and he's
So you take the
got the
stage,
squeeze the puss.
and so sign up for anybody who's here and wants to perform. Everyone is welcome. You see Pollux in the corner looking around, like seeing who all's here, talking to people. Lapis, when do you come down?
I mean, he said that he was whenever he specifically was gonna
Yeah, because he
perform.
said he was going to send somebody up to get you. So I just didn't
Hmm.
know. I just if you were going to come down early. I just want to check with you. Um, so Star
Do we
looks.
know? Do we know you're in the room, Lapis? Like, do we know you're there?
I mean, I've never left, and
We have to go change.
Voka
yeah.
probably knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like I won't bang on your door, but I'll knock politely and be like, "Oh, we're gonna go play if you want to come watch, Lapis." I mean, if you don't, I get it, but I just thought I would invite you.
I'm sure I'll be able to hear you guys from up here.
But I'm juggling.
That's nice.
Okay.
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 Star says our first group to perform is what was the name of your group?
Eye of the beholder.
You kind of the internet kind of crapped out. Say that again. Say it again.
Oh, eye of the beholder.
And you get up on stage and do what?
Um,
Um,
Pick one.
yeah, go Voka. You go. I'm
I,
I'm basically just playing behind Voka, trying to match whatever Voka's doing visually
Hmm.
with like kick-ass bagpipes.
And that gives Voka a advantage on the role. What performance role?
he's going to and I think this is all really funny as much performing as I do with Voka because he doesn't have performance proficiency. No, wait,
Hmm.
no, he does. Okay, I was smart in this regard. Never mind. Forget all that. He's gonna start juggling, like those five like regular like colorful balls.
Hmm.
Um, and with the backup, and he's gonna keep on going and kind of like I guess I'm just describing this like first act of the performance of he's gonna progressively add more weird shaped objects into the fray. So he's got like a knife, a bowling pin, the
There's a
ball,
there's a lot of stuff on the stage to grab too. There's like anything possible that somebody might use in an act.
and he's gonna try and end it off with like throwing everything in an organized pile.
Okay. Like so, just kind of. I'd like you to make a performance check at advantage.
One. Okay, so it's a 13. And this is a 16 plus
I think
7.
I think while they were in the middle of it all, I think Laphis is just gonna kind of do a heavy, like super heavy sigh, close her book,
Hmm.
and she's not gonna go down, but she's just gonna watch from atop the fourth floor.
Got it. Okay.
She's just leaning against like the
The
railing.
railing kind of like looking all the way
I
down.
got
Yeah.
I got a 24.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So Orgoth's bagpipes shake the foundations of the. They overpower the five, the quintet of lutists that are playing, and they eventually have to stop playing. And you see people wandering over from Stella's part of the bar to Stars, and Stars like yes, and you see people just like watching Voka with wide eyes, and it's just the most amazing. And the music gets louder and louder, and it comes to a stop as everything kind of in a completely organized pile on the ground as he finishes the juggling portion, and everybody just erupts into huge applause. And you look over and there's like two chalkboards behind each bar of the two bars, the connected, and you see that right now Star is like in the lead by at least like by number of drinks sold, 20 or 30 drinks. Like it's crazy how like your performance has got the whole evening going, and suddenly somebody comes up, my turn, and he starts selling jokes. He's like, there's this gnome comes up. So, hi, my name is Hadash, and why did the Tabaxi wear a dress into battle?
Why?
Because she was feline fine. I did it wrong. But here's another one. Why was the werebat afraid to fly? Huh? Huh?
Why? Why? Why?
They were scared of the silver lining. Ah! And you see people start to wander back over to the other side of the tavern.
Wait. And Voka's gonna like hop off the stage and run over to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "You have something behind your ear. I apologize."
What is that?
And
What's that?
he's gonna reach out and he's gonna grab one of like the little like the little like tissue things.
Uh-huh.
One of the little
It just
yeah. And
keeps going, it keeps going.
no, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna run back to the other side of the tavern with it. And he's gonna keep pulling, and he's gonna keep pulling. Apologies, it's really large.
I've got a joke. I've got another joke. Last joke.
Wow, look at that. Look at all the crazy the napkin silk stuff coming out of that guy's ear, everybody.
And people start kind of coming back over to your side. The comedian says, what do you call a halfling fortune teller who escaped from prison? Huh? Huh?
Uh, a,
You
small, medium, at large.
You stole my joke. And everybody goes,
I also stole, and he pulls the last missiles because I also stole the show, and he pulls out a large ball.
and you hear like a huge, and Voka, you basically end up helping everyone who's performing. Um, the in the middle of a couple of acts later, you see this blue dragonborn come inside the door. It is not who you think it is, North. He's actually very muscular, much more muscular than him. He has wide shoulders, blue black scales. He's wearing a cloak, dark cloak that he keeps kind of around him, but you can just see the muscles bulging from underneath it. And he comes up to the stage and he says, "My name is Virtru. I am looking for a dragon elf." And everybody's like, "Get off the stage!" And you just see him scowl and lightning starting to flick out of his mouth. "I was told she would be here." Avison, where are you?
Orgoth will like move to the stage and be like, "Oh, I know, buddy. I know. We're all looking for that dragon elf in our lives. I get it. Why don't you come on over to the bar and I'll buy you a beer? And you know, we could talk about those important dragon elves
And
in our lives."
he talks to you and he's basically like, "My master wishes for her to come to him. He cannot enter the city. I am here to take her to him."
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, but she sounds like a special lady. Or is it? But your boss, like, is it like his girlfriend or something?
I cannot say more. I've said too much already.
Well, you should have another drink or before you go. Maybe we could come up with some ideas of where she might be. I like to help people, get together
That's
with other people.
You are a fine friend. We shall drink. And you find out from him that he is a warrior, a barbarian, who he fights against monsters that live in the mountains to the west. And he lets a name slip at some point. His master is apparently named Arkanar. And he gets a little drunk a little bit, so.
I'm gonna I'll put all this away in my
Okay,
Orgoth brain, and
got it.
then I'm gonna do my. This is a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Orgoth's gonna try to get him drunk, which means Orgoth's gonna have to drink
Okay.
to probably get him drunk.
Okay. I'd like you to make a just make a charisma check. This is kind of I don't want to do like persuasion. This is sort of just because you're just kind of talking to him. So
Sure, and I'm not. I'm also trying not to use any spells. Um, I mean, I'm happy to try to use persuasion on him.
okay, make a persuasion roll.
I'm part bard. Where's where's my d20? There it is. Boom, bang, boom, 19.
19. He he drinks, but he's it's like it just kind of relaxes him much. He doesn't get drunk. Like
Okay.
he sighs. He's like big muscles. Like he's probably got a high constitution, and both of you would have to be like drinking a lot to actually get
Right.
drunk. So
I probably recognize like at some point where it's like, yeah, he's not gonna hang around long enough for either of us to get drunk.
yeah, but he
Okay.
says after about 15 minutes he stands up like in between like one moment. He comes up to the stage again and says, "Once upon a time, there was a mighty dragon that ruled over this entire valley. His sons and daughters made him gloriously happy. The dragon elves that served him gave him many children. For that he was grateful, and when he passed on, his children went to the four corners of Exandria. I tell you this, in time his son will come to rule this entire valley. This is the word of Arcanar." And he stands up. He kind of takes a bow. "Thank you, my friend." He gives you actually gives like a big like brother hug. Boom. And then
Oh
walks, yeah,
yeah.
and walks out the door.
And I'll shoot a I'll this is maybe a good segue too. I'll like shoot a glance over to like Voka, and then I turn to shoot a glance over to North, and I'm guessing
All,
North
all
isn't
you
there
see,
anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
all you see is a little outline, north-shaped outline.
Yeah.
Lapis, there's a bartender comes up and says, uh, an elven bard with a lute asked me to come up and tell you that he's about to perform."
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. And she's still at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. You pretty much
Yeah,
saw
I'm
everything that went
watching.
down with Orgoth, just so you know. You saw the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, no, she kept quiet that whole
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. Pollux takes the stage, nervously looking around, and says, and this is Ron using his comedy nat 20 for Pollux's performance.
Oh, oh,
Oh, right, because Ron has his birthday nat 20. Happy birthday nat 20,
Yep,
Ron.
thank you, thank you.
Yay!
Um,
Yay!
and starts singing, and you look at his lute, and the broken string has been mended, and plays the performance of a lifetime. It sounds so good. Everybody just goes quiet, and he sings, "She seems so distant, but that's part of her charm. She scolds and she scoffs, but still wouldn't let me be harmed. I know, I know. The books that she reads are as blue as can be, but still she is there for you." And she points at Orgoth and Voka, and where the dotted outline where North was. And for me, and for me, I know. Even though she keeps her distance, and even though I've lost my mind, the constellations that she conjures, the stars above that shine, down upon us all, down upon you. I know. I can't get her out of my mind. And everybody just stands up and applauds with a Nat 20 performance. And
Can we just say that during this whole time, while he was starting to sing, Lapis actually uses a little bit of her magic to conjure up like a flowing stream of stars around him to kind of emphasize like his music.
yeah, and everybody's just stunned into silence and then like erupt into a huge applause. And there are very few people over on Stella's side now. And he comes over, he steps down. He knows that you're up there. He looks up the up to the fourth floor at the top of the stairs, sees you, winks at you, strums the lute, and suddenly a string breaks. Poing!
She doesn't really say anything like this whole time, even while she was doing her magic. She had like the elbow on like the railing, hand on her cheek, just kind of staring, looking like semi amused.
Hmm.
But as she's looking down at him, she kind of just looks at him in the eye and then turns away and she just like walks off. She doesn't know what to do right now.
Pollux comes over to Orgoth and Voka and said that was a brilliant performance. I can't believe how many things you had in the air at once, Voka.
Oh, Pollux, that was beautiful.
That, he waves it off. It was
You
just,
you sang on tune.
don't I? Always?
Um, yes,
Uh,
Whoa.
Pollux, that was beautiful.
that was really good though. Yes.
Um, Pollux like looks over your shoulder at your spear, and you see kind of like the remnants of Lapus's magic, kind of still kind of like around him, kind of settling, and they seem to reflect onto your staff, your spear. And he says, "I know those stars." And he points to
Uh,
the unknown ones.
oh, really?
When I was at when I, those are the constellations that were in like on the ceiling, the elven ceiling when I was a
Yeah.
kid. See,
um,
there's the wing, and that one is. He points to another one that's on the staff, and he kind of traces it out, and he says, "That's the turtle. That's the rock, and that's the horde." It's beautiful. I haven't seen those since I was a little child.
in where you grew up, was it always nighttime? Like, was it ever?
It was always dark.
Did did you know someone named Nevermore?
He kind of thinks for a second. When I was a kid, there was just my mom.
What was her name?
This is what I'm trying to think. I have it written down somewhere, but um, he
You could
said,
just make up a name and
"Yeah,
remember next time.
I can do that." He says, "Her name
Liza.
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 I'm typing something. Give me a second. Um, her.
I broke the rule of asking the GM for a name
I
when he's on the
know.
road.
I can't look up my
That's why I said just
notes.
make
Her
that's why I
her
said
name
just make up a
her
name.
name is Corianis.
Do I recognize that name at all?
You do not recognize that name at all.
Okay.
Corianis. Her name is Corianis. And you see kind of a tear come to his eye and says, if Lapis comes down, just tell her good night for me.
Um.
And she
Oh,
wa-
okay.
and he walks out the front door. And sadly, that's where we're going to end for the evening. Oh, sorry, you threw me for a loop. My fault. My fault, though. Okay. I'm
No, it's good. It's good.
good.
It's
No.
beautiful.
How'd I do for like an on the road, on the tour, Florida tour?
Amazing.
Oh.
Okay. Great game, everyone. Great game.
Yay.
Oh, we stopped a little early, a little late, but let's go around to a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can find me on the internets at Bill Freakin' Roper. As always, thanks so much for joining us. Whether you're live with us on Twitch while we're playing, catching us on YouTube the week after, if you're getting us on the streaming platforms, however you partake of our humble offerings, we are grateful for your time and attention. So thank you for being along for the ride.
Hey everybody, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. She's not here right now. She's kind of feeling weird. So if you could just leave your message after the tone, it'd be nice.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I was playing North Eladrin Roguelock. You can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Steelclad Art. Patreon question mark? Patreon. Yeah. Check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Mira and I play Voka. And I don't recommend having a vitamin D count, a zinc count, a vitamin D12 count in the single digits in your blood.
Oh no, get the feeling better.
Mira,
Did you know?
no!
Did you know that that can kill you? Anyway, I'm in bed. See you next week.
Oh god, Mira, no!
Ah.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on the socials at Ron88Keys. Please follow us on all the socials, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, here on Twitch at Severed Studios. Give us a follow. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in our bio and in our show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.